Hi, fourth graders. Today we're going to begin our last story that we're going to read together in fourth grade. And this is an informational text, but it's written in chapters. And this is called the hornbill. The hornbill is a really interesting bird, so I hope you're going to learn something new about this bird from this section today. Now we're going to start on page 650, and today we're going to read chapters 1 and 2. So here are our vocabulary for today. It'll change for me. Let me try again. Okay, let me pause for a minute to figure out why it won't go. Okay, it doesn't seem to be working, so we're going to have to look at it from this view. Our vocabulary for this lesson is cavity, impressive, pigment, plaster, preen, and species. Our first sentence says, Grandma put stuffing in the cavity of the turkey before she put it in the oven. Cavity being hole. So in the turkey, that's from the bottom where you stuff it in, where it's pulled out all of the organs. Number 2, the big mountains in Alaska were quite impressive to the visitors from the flat plains of Kansas. Impressive means interesting and amazing. Number 3, a person's eye color is determined by different amounts of a certain pigment. Pigment is coloring. Number 4, we use gel to plaster our hair into funny styles for crazy hair day at school. Plaster means to take something that's like a liquid, you put it on and it dries and then it holds that firm place. Number 5, the bird preened its feathers after splashing around in the bird bath. Preened is where it straightens out its feathers. And number 6, it is illegal to hunt or catch a bald eagle in the United States because it is a protected species. Species would be a family of animals. Now, this is informational text. We read lots and lots of informational text this year, but this book is divided into chapters, and each chapter has a main idea. There's going to be one main idea for each chapter. So our big idea is birds have important relationships with each other and their environment. So remember, this is a nonfiction story. Its purpose is to inform or to tell us facts. You're going to be looking for the main idea of each chapter and then the supporting details that go underneath. Because it's informational text, you're going to be looking for photographs, illustrations, diagrams, maps, charts, sidebars, all those extra details that are added in to help you understand the story. And then you need to know that the difference between a tropical rainforest and a temperate rainforest is that a tropical rainforest is humid and warm all the time. A temperate rainforest is cool in the winter and warm in the summer. The largest tropical rainforests are located in Southeast Asia, Africa, and South America. Rainforests are important because they provide many resources for the world, such as medicines, wood, coffee, cocoa, spices, and fruits. So I want you to start this story by reading page 650 and informing yourself all about the climate of a rainforest. Then I would like you to read chapters 1 and 2 of Hornbill, pages 650 to 654. I want you to pay attention to find out where hornbills spend most of their time in the rainforest and to find out where the largest type of hornbill lives. So chapters 1 and 2. It's very important that you look for what is the main idea in each of these two chapters, because on your work page, you're going to need to know that. So go to work page 267, and you've got a section that says write T if the statement is true, F if it is false, and then rewrite the underlined part to make it a true statement. So if it's true, you don't have to write anything extra. If it's false, write a word in the blank that would make it true. Then write your answers for a summary of the main idea of chapter 1, and then a question about how the information in chapter 1 relates to its title, walled in. Mark all the details that support the main idea of just chapter 1. There are 4 that you need to find in that bottom section. Then on the back, you're thinking about chapter 2. You need to put MI next to the description that's the main idea, and SD next to the 3 things that are supporting details for the main idea of chapter 2. And then mark the synonym for each underlined vocabulary word. When you move on to spelling today, you're doing your last page from your spelling book. Page 129, you're going to write a little journal reflection. Please look in your Bibles for Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6. Read them and think about them. And then on these lines, write a paragraph that says, what has God taught you from these verses? How should these verses affect your choices? And then write a prayer asking God to help you apply the verses to your life. You may want to include some of your spelling and vocabulary words, if you can, into that letter as well.